my friends, welcome back. It's your girl Estelle and I hope you're all doing good. So guys, I'm back today with a new recipe to share with you. It's called Placali. Yes, Placali, which is also known as Cassava Fufu. So guys, without further ado, let me show you how to make it. So the cassava I will be using today are ready-made grounded cassava, which you can easily find it in your local African shop, or maybe you can also check on Amazon and you'll be able to get it there as well. And this is how the pack looks like. I bought it from my local African shop. As you can see, it says Placali, and underneath is written ground cassava fufu, and it also have an expiring date. Also the ingredients you can see above is written in French 100% manioc, and it's also written in English 100% cassava. So it's a very good product, well packaged, and I'm sure you will easily find it in your local shop, or just check on Amazon and you may be lucky to get it there. I'm also going to be adding a bit of salt, but I will show that to you later on during the video. And all what we need is water to mix it with the cassava. And these are all the ingredients I will be using for today's recipe. So guys, it's time to start cooking. So to get started, add water into the cassava just above the level of the cassava, then using your hand or a spoon to stir it well until all the lumps become soft and running. And once all the lumps disappeared and it's now looking smooth and running, transfer it into a serve using a spoon or your hand to squeeze all the cassava out into the bowl.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name.
This process is to help remove some of the cassava core that may left into our grounded cassava that may end up being in our cassava fufu when we cooked it. And once it's well combined, set it aside and let it stand until the water rise back up, leaving the cassava at the bottom.
The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand.
This, depending on the amount of cassava you are going to cook, can take between 1 to 2 hours or even more.
2 hours later.
Okay guys, it's been 2 hours. My cassava is resting and the water has now raised up, so it's time to remove the water. So now it's time to give it a good stir to make sure everything is well combined, followed by transferring it into a cooking pan. Then after you transfer it to a cooking pan, add a bit of salt and give it another stir. So guys, now that it's been stirred well, it's time to start cooking. So next, set your fire from high to medium, then place your cassava onto the fire and wait for a couple of minutes until it starts to bubble. Then begin to stir and keep stirring it every often, as the process of this cooking require a lot of stirring. So keep stirring until you begin to see it change texture.
The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young.
And at At that point, it will be time to add some water, but before you add the water, create some well inside the cassava to allow the water to go to the bottom and help to cook further your cassava. So add the water, then cover it and reduce the fire to low and let it steam cooked for at least 5 minutes before the next stage. Okay guys, now it's 5 minutes, so start to stir again, and at that point there is no need to begin the stirring fast. Just go slowly until the water is well blended with the cassava. Then you can go a bit faster until it's all nice and smooth, and you probably will notice the color is no longer white, but it's beginning to look a bit yellow or cream, should I say. At that point, you can use a spoon to take a bit of the cassava, cool it down, and try it in your mouth, and if it tastes cooked, then that is your cassava cooked. I am using my hand to do this, but before I use my hand to do this, I first dip my hand in cold water and then quickly back to the cassava and try to touch it, and if the cassava is easily separating from my hand, that means it's cooked. Okay guys, now my cassava fufu is cooked. There are two ways you can serve this. You could either just put it straight into a serving plate, then follow by adding your stew and eat it straight like that, or you can also put it in a foil, then follow by tighten it to create it a shape and let it cool down, and that gives you a shape, and from there you can just place it in your plate and add your stew and eat with it. Also, when you tighten it is another way. If you want to cook and keep it for later, this technique is good. Just simply transfer your cassava fufu into foil, then put the amount that you like and tighten it, let them cool down, and then you can easily store them in the fridge for up to 3 days, I would say, before consuming. And then when you want to use it, simply take it out of the fridge, leave it out to rest for at least 5 to 10 minutes, and put it in a bowl, then add boiled water and let it warm up for at least 10 to 20 minutes, and you can remove it and serve it with your favorite stew or soup. Okay guys, this brings the end to our today's video. If you like today's recipe, don't forget to give the video a like, and also if you did try the recipe, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below to let me know how it turns out, and also share with your families and friends. And also, if you are new to my channel and if this is your first time watching my video, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section below, and also share with your families and friends. Okay guys, until then, I will catch up with you in my next video. Bye all.